Welcome back to the I Beg to Differ podcast. My name is Candace. My co host, my sister Monica, is here with me once again. And today we'll be discussing Selling Sunset Season 8, episodes 3 through 6. Y'all, we had already recorded episodes 3 and 4, but the audio got messed up. So we're going to give y'all like a little quick recap, opinions on that, and then we'll jump into 5 and 6. So episode 3, I think the big thing with that one was Amanda's birthday party. We had the thing with Chriselle and Amanda about the stylist that Chriselle had some issues with, and Amanda just keeps working with the stylist. So, what are your thoughts about that? Because it's a tricky thing. It's like you don't want to be the ones like, oh, just because I don't like somebody, my friends can't like them. But the stuff that the stylist said was very like disgusting and just wrong. You know what I mean? In terms of like I don't know. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it was like very wrong. But I also feel like I guess Amanda was like guilty by association.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I can understand, like where she was trying to come from, but I think Rochelle was very offended.
Yeah.
So I could definitely understand where Rochelle was coming from.
No, I agree completely. Like, I think just because of the type of like the comments that were made, I'm kind of more on Chriselle's side. But
Yeah.
if it was just like, oh, she had beef with the stylist, it's like, well, you can't be one of those people that's like, oh, my if I don't like somebody, my friends can't like them either. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Um, it also in episode 3 we got Mary and Nicole, and then also Chelsea and Chriselle and Emma. They were all discussing the brokers open, but we had those two separate groups. Not because we left off where Chelsea and Mary kind of had their little back and forth, I guess, at the brokers open about whether the outfit was appropriate, whether it was not, or whatever. Um, I didn't get much out of these two conversations between the two groups. It was just like, made it clear that there's just like a clear divide in the office. It seems like it's like Mary and Nicole and kind of Amanda on one side, and then you got Chriselle, Emma, and Bree and Chelsea kind of other side. Even though Chelsea and Bree don't like each other really, but they seem to be on the same side when it comes to those groups. What did you think about kind of like I guess this clear divide we're seeing amongst the ladies in the office?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Um, and I feel like some of the friend groups I didn't know were as strong until this
Mm-hmm.
season. I don't know if they got closer in the off season or what, because I never knew Chriselle was so close to dang, I always forget her name. The
Bree or Chelsea?
Not Bree, the other
So
girl.
Emma,
Yes, Emma.
they were pretty
So I
close last season, I think. Kind
Okay,
of.
I think I remember a little bit vividly, and then I was really shocked that Bree has gotten so close to Chriselle and Emma.
Mm-hmm.
That was really shocking. Because I know last season she kind of was like doing her own thing. She was kind of like, forget all y'all, you know. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of shocked with that too with Brie. I didn't know if it was like the producers forcing it or if they actually are close. I was
yeah,
just a little confused on the whole thing with that.
yeah, me too.
But like I don't know. With most of these shows though that has an ensemble like cast like this, you do notice that like there's usually like a divide. You have the
Hmm.
two groups. You see it like with Real Housewives and everything else. So
Yep.
I'm not like too shocked, but I guess I'm just kind of shocked who the groups are necessarily. Like I didn't really even know Chelsea was like super super close with Chriselle like that. Because when
No, me either.
she came in and she was introduced through Christine.
Yep.
So I'm just like,
Yep.
I don't know these groups. So we get to Amanda's birthday party. Um, we see some of the people from the OC office are there. Chriselle comes because Amanda lets her know that that stylist isn't going to be at the party. Um,
Yep.
they Amanda, what I know we recorded before and you gave me your opinion, but I'm asking again. What did you think about this birthday outfit? Just so the people know.
I mean, it was not my favorite. Like honestly, hold on, I'm trying to get my phone on the charge, but it was not my favorite at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I feel like she must have wore it to like feel liberated with her age. I did not
Mm-hmm.
know Amanda was that age at all. I thought she was kind of closer to my age, maybe
Yeah.
even a little younger than me. So I didn't know she was that age at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's more like why she wore it, like
Yeah.
liberation or whatever.
I don't know. Just wasn't cute to me at all.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. Not
Like
for
regardless
inside.
of age too, it
Yeah,
wasn't. Yeah, and then for like the venue, it just wasn't that cute. Like maybe if they had went to like a beach or something for her birthday,
yeah, like the
like a
beach. Yeah,
tropical or something, but
yeah,
it just, I don't know, it just gave like she was trying too hard. I don't know.
yeah. It definitely
Like her
did
body
to
didn't
me
look
too.
bad or anything. It was just like I just genuinely just did not like the outfit at all.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I didn't care for it.
So then we get a little bit of like kind of what she's been going through over the past year. She talks about some of the post-op complications that she had after her spinal surgery, and just feeling blessed that she saw another year. So I did like to see that side of Amanda because we don't really get that much out of her, a lot of their personal lives, and especially hers anymore.
No, yeah,
It was nice to see that.
yeah. It was really good to see that. And I think I had saw some of the struggles she went through on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Over this, I want to say it might have been over the summer or something. She was
Mm-hmm.
posting a good bit about it, but I didn't really
Yeah.
know how deep it was.
Yeah, see, I don't really keep up with her. I don't think I keep up with hardly any of the ladies anymore on social, but I I don't know, maybe I did see something about it, but it was such a big gap between like filming and when it came out that it probably slipped my mind.
Yeah,
Also at her birthday party, we get Mary just well, actually, first I want to talk about Nicole. What do you think about Nicole at the birthday party? Just a sloppy drunk mess.
it was hilarious to me. I don't know. Nicole be all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. She just, and then she just switches up so quick. We'll get into
Yes.
it by the time we get to episode 6. But you be thinking she don't want drama, but she puts herself in drama all the
Yes, she
time.
does.
But we'll
She
get to
does.
it. We'll get to it.
Yes.
So then we Mary decides that this is just the perfect time to talk to Chelsea about their disagreement. I'm like, why would you do this at your best friend's birthday party? Time and
Exactly.
place, because you know it's not going to go well. And so she basically saying, I just want to make sure everything is cool. And I was just glad that Chelsea stood on business. Like, she's like, no, everything's not cool. And this is why. And then we have Romaine decides that he needs to jump in, and he's all in women's business. I didn't like him touching her. I know, like, I don't care if it was just a touch on the shoulder, whatever. He should never put his hands on her. What did you think about Romaine, Chelsea, Mary in this situation?
Yeah, I felt like he shouldn't have jumped in it at all. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like too that probably was not the best place to have a conversation.
Agreed.
But it's almost like Mary loves to have those conversations around him. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
even know why he gets involved in it because it is so not
Yeah.
good at all.
I
Like,
didn't like it at all. And then just like he shouldn't feel comfortable like touching her. That
yeah,
was the part that
no.
really bothered me, especially considering the last time they spoke, which I'm gonna assume was through that text message that he sent her. He didn't have very nice
Hmm.
things to say to her.
Nope, he did not.
So it just made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, basically nothing gets resolved from that. And I guess they just at that point have to just agree to disagree and move on. And then that final scene that we get in that episode is just Bree meeting up with her friend Amanda. Amanda telling Bree these rumors about Chelsea's husband cheating on her at the W hotels. Supposedly, Amanda has a friend that works there, saw Chelsea's husband with some other woman there kissing in the lobby or something.
Yeah.
And Bree leaves off on the episode saying she's debating whether or not to tell Chelsea about it. Which, we know if you brought it up on the show, we know you're gonna tell her. I don't know why we have to pretend like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
And
yeah,
so, yeah, so that's where we left off episode 3. So episode 4, Bree still is conflicted about whether or not she's gonna tell Chelsea
yeah.
about these rumors, which again, she brought it up on camera, so we know she's gonna tell her. Amanda, she's still at the old group, but she ain't selling houses. How is she still there?
I mean, I think, of course, we know she's still there because of her relationship with Jason, and I think she's pretty good friends with Brett as well before, right?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I think
but
it's them together that they're all good friends. Yeah,
my thought with her is they should just make her their exclusive stager or interior designer for clients
yeah.
and for showings and stuff.
Hmm.
I just feel like that's what her role should be. And then, here and there, if she needs to help out with real estate because they're booked and busy, they could
Hmm.
give her clients that they really can't take on at the moment or something. But I think that's
Yeah.
more of her calling to me.
No, I agree. I think that would be a good idea because I don't know. I don't know if it's a lack of effort. I just don't get why. I don't know. Like, I just feel like she should, with the connections and stuff she has, she should be more successful at
Exactly.
it.
Me too.
That, you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
the
Something is
same
just not
way.
clicking. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I feel
like you
the
said,
same
maybe
way.
that's just not her calling, like to be a real estate agent, and maybe it's more to stick to interior design.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
I forgot to mention at Amanda's birthday party, her gift from Jason was he gave her a co-listing with him.
Yeah,
Um, so we get that. So the ladies, they're in the office. They decide the ones that are in office that day, they decide to go to lunch and celebrate. Jason just sold a $28 million house. So it's Chelsea, Bree, Chriselle, Amanda, and Nicole. Um, they see some little pro boxer that apparently Amanda's interested in. Um, and then we hear about Alana inviting everyone to Pioneer Town, which is like some old movie set thing that her and her husband bought. And then Jason kind of asked about what's going on with the Manhattan Beach listing. I don't know. The lunch wasn't very eventful, but do you have anything to say?
no, not really. But
Okay.
it wasn't eventful.
Um, Let me think. Let's see what else happened. Episode 4. Amanda, she was staging the house that she's co-listing with Jason, and then they kind of discuss some Chriselle and Nicole drama. Apparently, Chriselle got nominated for a GLAAD award. She sent a message in the group message saying, thank you to everybody, but then brings up being somebody on the cast. I forgot what she said, like promoting hate speech or
Yeah,
something
hate
towards
speech.
her.
Yeah. Hmm.
And everybody knew she was taking a subliminal shot at Nicole. Nicole didn't like it. So Nicole said something back in the group chat and it became a whole thing. What do you think about this? Like, I'm on Chriselle's side. Like, Nicole was wrong for what she did, but also, like, why take these little jabs? I don't understand. Like, it just feels very petty to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's too much. But I think,
Hmm.
Chriselle, it was gonna keep bothering her. So I think she wanted to address it.
Yeah.
But I feel like what's her name? Nicole could have just
Hmm.
took ownership way quicker than she did.
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean, it
agree.
just drug out and drug out and drug out.
Hmm.
So it was crazy.
No, I agree with that. I agree. I think, like you said, Chriselle, I think, yeah, she wanted to address it. It's just kind of like, why do it then? Like, it kind of entaining your moment with like petty drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that was
yeah,
just me. Um, and then it was like she tried to kind of like play dumb, like when it was brought up, like, I don't know why Nicole responded that way. Like, Chriselle, you knew what you were doing when you said it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, So then we get Chelsea and Mary. They meet for lunch, and basically they finally are able to come to a like understanding. They seem to be kind of on good terms after this lunch. They both kind of cry to each other. I did feel like, Mary tried to kind of play the victim a little bit at the lunch and
Yeah.
brought up being like a teen mom or something and comparing. I don't know. I just didn't understand what the point was of that was. I just felt like she was trying to play victim and she didn't even apologize initially. Chelsea apologized first, and it took Mary a while to go ahead and apologize. Um, I guess I'm glad that we're not gonna drag this drama out for the whole season. It seems at
Yeah.
least, but I don't know. The lunch I didn't really care for.
Yeah. It was just kind of,
Yeah. Then Maya, we see Maya. She meets up with Chriselle, Bree, and Emma for drinks. This at this point, this is when I'm like, oh, I didn't realize Bree Chriselle was so close with Chriselle and Emma. Um, And so then we get little like confessionals with Bree talking about the rumor, and I'm like, oh, is she gonna tell Chriselle and Emma the rumor now? You know what I mean? Like, what we doing? You know, because we've been dragging this little rumor out too a little bit. Um, then they play this little most likely to thing game. I didn't think any of those even stood out. I don't get why that was even on camera. Like
yeah.
we could have left that part of the scene out. And then they finally discussed the Glad nomination drama with Nicole and stuff. And so it seems like, again, I didn't know Bree didn't like Nicole.
Yeah.
Like
I
she
didn't
was really
either.
going hard about Nicole. So this was a shocker to me.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
apparently she don't like Nicole either. It doesn't seem like. But in all fairness, Rochelle did throw the shot at Nicole first, and then Nicole
Yeah.
responded. Granted, Nicole should not have liked that comment where people were saying homophobic things about Chriselle and her partner. But, I don't know. It's just so much going on with this group.
It is. It is. It is.
So then Nicole and Alana, they go to her house together and basically they discuss the drama too. So it's kind of like what they've been doing a lot this season, because it is so divided. You get one group talking about the drama, and then you get the
The other
the
group.
drama from the other group. So you get both perspectives basically.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're
Yeah.
getting there. Alana's basically saying like, words are being thrown around about you. Homophobic was one of them, and I'm not comfortable with that. Basically, like saying, look, you need to clear this up, or I can't be hanging around you.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So then we get back to the office, and that's finally when we're gonna get a moment where they call Maya mediating between Chriselle and Nicole. Nicole storms off. They did kind of gang up on her. I didn't like the way they went about it. I don't know. It did like, yes, she was wrong, but like you don't have to like all like, there was literally no one that felt like they were neutral.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like at least like even Jason and Brett didn't seem neutral at all.
Yeah.
But I think
No.
she was wrong. I didn't like her apology. Um I don't think she really knew what she was apologizing for. I think she was apologizing because she didn't want to be called a homophobe. Um, but I don't think she really thinks she did anything wrong, if I'm being honest. That's just how it came off to me though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think behind closed doors, she probably do feel a type of way about it. She
Hmm.
just now want to apologize just to go along to get along.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because I don't think she necessarily feels sorry, but I I feel like they kind of like backed her in a corner and forced her into the apology. Number one, she should have apologized, but I still don't think she really understood what she was apologizing for. So
Yeah.
then at the end of the episode, we ended again with Bree saying that she needs to tell Chelsea, but she still ain't told Chelsea. Like they're really just dragging the rumors out, and so that's where we leave off on episode 4. So now we're gonna get into episodes 5 and 6. Episode 5, we have they're all sitting in the office. Apparently, Amanda has a crush on Trevor Noah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then they decide to go boot shopping for this trip to Alana's property. Um, and we realized like not everybody RSVP'd, so they don't even know who's going on this trip. So we finally get the Chelsea and Bree sit down. So Chelsea meets with Bree about the rumors. Um, Chelsea gets really emotional and stuff about it. What did you think? How did you think Bree handled it? Did you think? I don't know. I couldn't tell. She seemed to be coming from a good place. Like she didn't seem
Yeah,
like a
she did.
aha trying to be petty about it or anything. What do you think about their sit down?
Yeah, she seemed to be coming from a good place to me. Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
see nothing malicious or anything. It actually
Mm-hmm.
seems like I think she can resonate with the situation because she was saying how her ex cheated on her when they were married. So it
Mm-hmm.
seems like I think it came from a good place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. So Chelsea overall takes it well, like she doesn't lash out at Brie or like call Brie a liar or do anything like that. Um, but obviously it's a tough situation for her.
Yeah.
Um, so then we get this trip to Pioneer Town. So we'll just cover like all the Pioneer Town stuff. I know they kind of jump back and forth, but we'll do all that and then we can like cover any other little small scenes. So the house, I like the house. The house was really nice. Like, what do you think about the
Yeah, I
house?
liked it. I liked the house a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it. I didn't know if I would like, cause it's in the desert. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? No trees or
Yeah.
nothing. But it was really nice the way they had it set up. Um, Mary apparently ruptured her implant, and so she said she can't spend the night. When did this happen? And what is
I
going
don't
on with them
know.
and these implants? And I didn't realize literally like all of them have implants. Like, is that just like a Hollywood thing? Like every woman there
It's
has to
a
get
Hollywood
implants.
thing. Yeah, it's definitely a Hollywood thing.
It was just I was like, okay. Bree isn't coming. Chriselle, and then we get Chriselle. So at this point, Mary, Nicole, and Amanda are the only ones there with Alana. So Chriselle calls and she says that I think I don't know if she said Emma too or not. Because she kept saying we, but I didn't know if it was just meaning her and Chelsea or her, Chelsea and Emma. But basically saying like that she's not coming because she needs to be there for Chelsea at the moment, but she won't disclose like what's going on with Chelsea because she wants to respect her privacy. But she's like, it's just something I have to be here for Chelsea. I can't come. What did you think about that? I guess.
Yeah, I thought that it was good that they were there for Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I sometimes the way Chriselle act, it just be
Mm-hmm.
like weird. But I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I get where she was coming from with like trying to say, they need to be there for her. She can't talk about it right now. So I get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I I get it. Like it's just I was just a little disappointed in the trip. It would have been nice to see more of the office there. Like why
Yeah.
couldn't Jason or Brett be there or I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just a little disappointed that like maybe Bree or just some people didn't show up that could have been there.
Yeah, and Brie was more like saying she wasn't coming because almost like she was above doing that. So I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of bad.
And it
That
was
wasn't nice.
actually really nice.
Yeah. And her and her husband, they spent some money on that town. It's
Hmm.
not, yeah, it's definitely a town.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
didn't. I just I wish more of them would have showed up for Alana in this situation. Um, then who is this Zach guy? What did you think about that? Like, do you think that was like a little producer plant? Like they told him to walk up to them or something? Like, what was up with that guy that
I
was
don't
in the
know.
little town trying to ask who's single and stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. And then also, I was wondering, is he somebody that typically works in the town or whatever, and they just were bringing him
Yeah.
on to have somebody? Because it was so weird with the town being so deserted. But she was
Mm-hmm.
like saying that they typically is runs like those stores. People work there, so I was
Yeah.
wondering, did none of them want to be on camera? Like none of the people that work in
Yeah.
those stores? I thought that was kind of
Maybe.
weird.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, that was weird. I didn't know what was going on because he was acting so weird. But I also watched the episode at like 1.25 speed, so it could have just seemed more weird because it was faster. But I
Yeah.
was just like, this guy is just awkward. And
Yeah, I would have liked to see more people from the town that, like I say, that worked in those stores. 'Cause it just looked weird.
yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. It looked like you said it was real deserted. It was just
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just weird, like you said. Um, and then Amanda was talking about like all these people she dated. She didn't name names, but she said something about she even dated a member of NSYNC. Who did she date from NSYNC?
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Matter of fact,
crazy.
I might need to Google that because I wonder who Amanda dated from NSYNC. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh, they saying she dated JC. I can see that. He was my favorite back in the day. I
Oh,
liked him
yeah.
more than Justin. Remember the other
Yeah.
one that could
Yeah.
sing? Remember they
Yeah.
only two that could really
Mhm.
really sing.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him.
But yeah. But yeah, anyways, then they do a little line dance lesson. The line dance actually looked fun. I think I would have liked this trip. Honestly, I think they just wrote it off too quick.
Yeah, I think so.
And then they did bull riding, and then the dinner looked really good. Like the meal looked good. I would, like I said, the trip would have been right up my alley. But like I said, I still wish more people would have came. So then, in true Nicole fashion, she decides that this is the time to be messy. Like, and
Yes.
it just came out of nowhere. Like bringing up, saying, I guess basically she was insinuating that Emma is dating slash sleeping with a married man. That is
Yeah.
that is what we got from it. That's what
Mhm.
Nicole was insinuating. She didn't come right out and say it, but with context clues, that's what she was saying. Um, I don't really understand one why she brought this up. Like, it just seems like out of nowhere she hadn't really had an issue with Emma from what I could tell. Like Emma don't really fool with her like that, but they ain't been arguing this season.
Mm-mm.
I just and you could tell like Mary and Amanda, they were trying to shut it down. They kept telling her to stop, and then she just kept adding more and more. Like she was doing it very. It was clear it was malicious.
Yeah, it was.
Um, what did you think about this?
Yeah, I think Nicole is kind of one of them types. Like she gonna always find an issue with somebody that's younger than her, or like she
Mm-hmm.
gives me like not really mean girl vibes, but like how you always have that one coworker that always got an issue with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind
Yeah.
of what the kind of the vibe she give me. But I think too, they're all newbies. She's been with them a long time with the brokerage.
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes people that she feels threatened by, she chooses to like comfort them.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
so just so unnecessary. I just
Yeah.
don't understand it. It's just it's like you just went through the stuff with Chriselle and now everybody's gotten on the same page. You apologize, everybody feels good with you. And then you do this.
Hmm.
So it's just like I don't get her.
Yeah.
So then from there, Bree meets with Jason and Romaine about her house. So she has a house that she had bought. And I in her confessional, I think she kind of insinuated that she told Nick Cannon she wanted a new house and he bought her a new house. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
So this house, it had some like water damage and stuff. So Romaine and Jason's supposed to take a look, see what it would cost to get it fixed so that then she can put the house on the market and sell the house.
Yeah.
She acted like it was a big deal. Now, if they said, "Oh, it wasn't. It's not that bad." Now, if the house did have mold, to me, that's a big deal. I don't care. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. Mold is a big deal to me. I don't care if it's a little bit of mold, whatever. I'm with Bree on that one. What'd you think?
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I feel like if it had all that water damage that she was saying it had, it was probably good to go ahead and sell.
Yep, agreed. And then we get Chriselle and Chelsea. They're back home because they didn't go on the trip, and they're discussing kind of what's going on with the rumors and stuff. And then Chelsea saying that she still hasn't talked to her husband about it, which I'm sitting there like, but you keep going on camera talking about like
Yeah,
what?
very weird.
Like I didn't understand that because at first she was like, I haven't talked to him. I thought like he knew and that she just ain't been talking to man. So then I'm like, oh well, where is he at? Where are you and the kids at? Like, you know what I mean? That's how I took it in this episode. But then later in the next episode, it's clear like, oh no, I'm just living with this man, pretending like nothing's going on. It's like, huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't get it. What do you think? Like, do you think she should have brought it to him like immediately?
I think it's a
Like,
lot more to this whole story. I
mm-hmm.
don't know.
You think she was already aware
I
of
think
it?
she was already aware of a lot that was going on. Maybe not the hotel situation,
Yeah,
but
but
I
that he was
think they
stepping
were
out.
already like on the outs this season.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, as the season go on, to me, it's just a clear sign that they were already
Mm-hmm.
on the outs.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what I'm like. Something just ain't adding up. Like, why would you not bring it up?
Yeah,
But you're talking about it on camera, so eventually he gonna know that
yeah,
the rumor, at least the rumor was out there. Whether or not it's true, we don't know. But it's like you gotta say something.
exactly.
So that is where we kind of leave off on episode 5. Episode 6, we still got part of the group in Pioneer Town. So they tour this invisible house in Joshua Tree. Um, the owners, they have the house listed for 18 million, but they want to make sure whoever buys the house appreciates the design. They basically don't want them to change the design of the house if they buy it. What did you think about this house? I thought it was really cool.
Um, it was really cool, and I mean, to me, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that was like a huge pool though. Like I don't
yeah,
know. Like it took up most of the house, but then you got to think. I guess they're in the desert, so it makes
yeah, yeah. That's true.
but then so then while is outside, and I think Mary has already left at this point, um we get Alana bringing up to Nicole basically like the what she said about Emma at dinner the night before. And she's basically like, I don't know, it's like Alana's the youngest one, but she keep having to like school these ladies on how to handle conflict and things, cuz it's like she's basically like,
Yes,
you need to go and talk to her one on one. Don't keep going telling other people these things. She's basically like, if you tell one more person that, it's going to be a problem. Like,
yeah.
why does the youngest one have to tell y'all how to handle conflict?
And that's what I'm saying. It's like Alana just dropping a lot of knowledge on them.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, Nicole just, and Nicole, like, oh, I don't feel comfortable telling her because we're not close. Well, why are you running around telling all these people? And then you brought up on camera on purpose. Like, they kill me with that. They be trying to act like they know what they doing when they
Oh
bring
yeah,
this type of stuff up on camera. Like, you've been in reality TV long enough. Like, if that was her friend, that would have not been brought up on camera. And we see it time and
mm-mm.
time again with the housewives. When it's your friend, you don't bring it up on camera.
Yep.
She don't like Emma and Chriselle, so she's going to bring that up on camera.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So like, don't sit up here and try to like play dumb. We see what you're doing. So then we get Bree. She's showing how a house to her ex husband Johnny Manziel. He played for Texas A&M football. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Um, he went on to have like some drug abuse issues and different stuff, but he doing better now. But that's why his NFL career didn't really take off. Um, I kind of liked them together. I know they had a toxic relationship, it seemed like, when they were together, but they still have good chemistry. They had really good banter and stuff, but you know,
yeah. Yeah, it was
that's
pretty
kind of
cool
all.
seeing her around him.
Yeah. Like, and he admitted his wrongs and stuff and apologized. So I thought that was cool of him to do,
Yeah,
especially like on
I
a
thought that
platform, because
was.
so many people do watch Selling Sunset.
Yeah, I thought that was really good.
Amanda goes to see Mary post surgery, and then Chriselle shows up too. I did not even recognize Chriselle at first. I'm like sitting there like, who is this
Really?
woman? Yeah, that's it. I kept looking.
Wow.
I was waiting on like a name to pop up at the bottom. I didn't know who it was, and I eventually realized it was her. Um, And so Amanda basically has a broker's open coming up. And they kind of discuss concerns for Chelsea, but Chriselle is still not divulging like what's going on in Chelsea's personal life. Just trying to respect her privacy, I guess, in this situation. But yeah, that's really all in that scene. And then Chriselle meets with some potential clients. Then it was just that whole,
Mm.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about that scene at all? They were in
Not
escrow,
really.
they got a buyer, whatever. Nothing really came of it. Chriselle's gonna help the folks out, even though she may not get paid for it. That's what I got from it.
Yeah,
Um,
me too.
so then there was this historic rain in Southern California, and it's a lot of flooding and stuff, and it's happening at the same time as Amanda's Brokers Open. Pretty much everybody showed up. Mary, Alana,
Yeah,
Nicole, Emma, Bree, Chriselle, Jason, and Chelsea even showed up. She was a little late, but she showed up. Um, so Chelsea's saying only Bree, Chriselle, and Emma know what's going on in terms of like the rumors about her husband. Um, but she's still saying she ain't confronted the man yet. Again, why?
I like I say, to me, it's way more to it.
Yeah, to me it makes it clear that he had already been cheating. Now, whether or not she knew
Yeah,
about this woman or not, it just is giving that she knew that he was cheating.
yeah.
Like I think she's more
It's also given that
embarrassed that
she
other
wasn't
people
even
know.
staying with him
Oh,
either.
you think so?
Nah, because why would Rochelle them need to not go on the trip? Clearly, she had to
Oh
be somewhere away
yeah,
from him. Cause
yeah. I didn't
like
even think of that.
they probably spent the night wherever
So
she
you
was
thinking they
at.
might even been separated already, at least physical,
Yeah,
physical separation. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I'm just like, girl, I just don't get it. So then, they're saying they're gonna have to have another brokers open because they didn't get the turnout they wanted because of the rain, and it just wasn't a lot of parking at the home, so people ain't gonna want to walk in the rain. Um, Then we get after the brokers open, Emma, Chriselle, and Chelsea they get together for a little girls' night, and they're again talking about the rumors and what Chelsea's going through in her marriage, and she's really taking it hard. Um, but she still ain't talked to her man. Still ain't talked to him.
Mm,
Supposedly, it's like you can't get to the bottom of it without bringing it up. That's like I think, like you said, I think he been cheating. Maybe not. She didn't know about this woman, but they been on, like you said, they
bad
been in a
times.
bad spot, been bad terms. She probably had already moved out the house for all we know. Um, and then they started discussing Bree, how Bree brought the rumors to her, and it seems like a full 180 because at first she seemed appreciative of Bree, and now she is like, oh, I don't know her motives. Like, where
Yeah.
did that come
To
from? It's
me,
like
that
they're
was
trying to
so
spin it on
crazy.
Bree.
Yes. Yeah, to
So,
me, it was like she baited them to like reach out to Brie. Like it was so
hmm,
strange. It made me kind of look at her like I wouldn't want her to be my friend.
yeah, yeah. It seemed like, well, I don't know, cause like Emma kind of was like saying things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't
But when she
know.
told them to call, it was
But what
like
are they
forced
telling her to
call.
call for? Like
Yeah.
what's the converse? What are they supposed to? I know you've already watched it, so don't spoil it for me because I stopped at episode 6. But like, I just don't get like what are we gonna get out of this conversation that you didn't already get
Yeah.
when y'all sat down? Like I just
Yeah.
don't get it. So that is where we leave off on episode 6. I'm just I don't know. This is definitely better than last season so far to me. In terms of like the drama, they're definitely showing way more houses than they did last season. Um, I don't know. I'm enjoying the season so far. I know you said that I may be disappointed by the end of the season. We'll see. But yeah, do you have any other thoughts or you want to go ahead and wrap this episode up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any other thoughts on this one, but I
Hmm.
mean, this season was really good so far, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, we're going to wrap this episode up. My name is Candace. You can find me on Instagram at Simply Candace. Um, I don't really post that much, but check me out, I guess. Monica, where can they find you?
I'm Monica. You can find me at Monica Rose Lifestyle on Instagram and TikTok.
And this podcast, we have YouTube if you want to see the video podcast. We also are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, I believe, um, iHeart Podcasts. So pretty much anywhere you can find your podcast at, we should be there. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.